Take a moment. Before we begin, let your shoulders drop, unclench your jaw, and let your eyes soften. If you've been staring at screens all day, this is your reset. Not by forcing your mind to be empty, but by giving it something simple, something real, something quietly reliable. Tonight, we're going to wind down with a system you almost never think about until it matters. The sanitary installations inside a building, the internal drainage, the hidden network that brings water in and carries wastewater away. Just enough knowledge to feel oriented, not overwhelmed, not responsible for fixing it, just aware. Now, breathe in, slowly, and breathe out, even more slowly. Good. Picture a building you know well. Maybe your apartment or your office, a place with a bathroom, a sink, a kitchen, a washing machine. All of that everyday life depends on a complex technical system, a system built for hygiene, for cooking, for laundry, for clean water use, and for safely removing wastewater. And it does something else, quietly. It protects the building from dampness, from soaking, from becoming unhealthy. It helps keep the environment inside hygienically safe. In the simplest way, these sanitary installations have three basic parts. First, fixtures. Second, pipes. Third, fittings and valves. Fixtures are the parts you can see and touch. Toilets, sinks, bathtubs, bidet, kitchen sinks, urinals, even slop sinks. And they have strict requirements. They need to be strong, impermeable, durable, resistant, easy to clean. Rounded shapes are preferred, and often a glossy white surface. They can be made from materials like faience, ditervet, enameled cast iron, steel sheet, plastics for seats or tanks, and in industrial settings, stoneware that resists corrosive substances. A toilet, for example, must always have a water trap to seal out odors, and its outlet diameter has to be at least 100 millimeters to function properly. Now, let your breathing stay slow as we move from what you can see to what you usually can't. The pipes. Pipes are the quiet connectors, a set of tubes and fittings that link everything together. They must be absolutely impermeable, smooth on the inside, so deposits don't build up and resistant to aggressive substances. These pipes can be made from stone, cast iron, plastics like PVC, PE, or PP, steel, concrete, even glass. The third part, armatures, includes things like outlet valves, mixing taps, and waste and overflow sets, all three parts working together. So you can wash your hands, cook dinner, do laundry, and then simply walk away. Now, let's talk about the internal drainage, the internal sewer system inside a building. It's defined as the set of devices that carry wastewater from the building all the way to the connection to the public sewer network. And there are two basic ways this can be organized. A combined system where all waters go into one network, or a separate system where wastewater and rainwater are carried separately. And here, there's a strict rule. Wastewater must not be discharged into storm drainage, and stormwater must not be discharged into wastewater drainage. It's one of those rules that sounds obvious until you realize how important it is for the whole system to work. Inside the building, the internal drainage has distinct parts. There is the connecting pipe. It connects a fixture or a drain to the waste pipe. It should be as short as possible. Then there's the waste pipe, the vertical stack, carrying wastewater from floor to floor. Then there's the vent pipe. This matters more than people think. It ventilates the whole system and helps prevent gases from entering the building. It must be led above the roof, and it must not be connected into chimneys or other ventilation systems. Then there's the horizontal drain de collector line. It gathers water from the vertical stacks and leads it out of the building. And there are accessories too. Drains, armatures, and devices that catch unwanted substances. Now, let's slow down even more and bring your attention to something surprisingly calming. Slope. For wastewater to move the way it should, the pipes need a gentle slope. Connecting pipes should have a slope of at least 3%. Horizontal drains have a minimum slope of 2 to 3%, depending on the pipe diameter. Not too steep, not too flat. Hus, inuhug, a quiet agreement with gravity. Now, one of the most important small details in this whole system is something you've definitely seen, even if you didn't name it. The odor trap, the siphon. Each fixture connected to the sewer must have a water trap, a water seal that prevents gases from the pipes from entering the interior. It's a simple idea, a small pocket of water standing guard. Now let's widen the picture slightly. Beyond sinks and toilets, there are floor drains and yard drains. They collect water from surfaces, and when these are outside, they must be placed at a non-freezing depth. At least 1 meter. Outside horizontal pipes are typically placed at about 100 to 120 centimeters depth, so they're protected from frost. And then there are separators, traps that protect the system from substances that would clog it, grease traps for commercial kitchens, gasoline and oil separators for garages, and roof runoff catchers for sand and leaves. These devices exist for one reason: to keep the pipes from becoming a place where problems grow. Now, here comes the part that gives you quiet competence. Not fear, not responsibility, just orientation. If something goes wrong in a building's drainage, it's usually not dramatic at first. It's small signs, a smell that shouldn't be there, a slow drain, a drain that gurgles, and one of the simplest maintenance habits is also one of the most effective: regular cleaning. Cleaning siphons, cleaning baskets in drains, cleaning grease traps, cleaning oil separators, because when these fill up, the system can clog. And it's also worth knowing this: the construction and maintenance of internal drainage is paid for by the property owner. And before pipes are covered, before they disappear behind walls and floors, a leak tightness test must be done, using water or smoke in the presence of the investor. A quiet moment of proof before everything becomes invisible again. Now, take one more slow breath in and out. Let your mind rest on the idea that so much of modern life is supported by systems like this, systems designed to be smooth inside, impermeable, ventilated, protected, tested. You don't have to hold it all. You don't have to manage it, but it can feel good to understand it. Just enough so when your day feels messy, you can remember there are calm systems working underneath, carrying things away, making space for clean water again. And you can do something similar. Tonight, let one thing be carried away. One worry, one unfinished thought. Breathe in, slowly, breathe it, and soften. You did enough today. Now you get to rest.